Hello everybody, how the devil are you? This is Sirhc for Sanitarium.FM with another review, and today the spotlight is on Outpost Zero by Symmetric Games, a base building survival game set in a sci-fi universe. Now, I'll start off mentioning that the game is in early access at the time of this review, which they also tell you with a humorous message as you start, so things are likely to change, and of course, plenty of bugs do exist. I personally experienced two issues, the main one being that the game would crash as soon as I tried to start it until I lowered the graphics settings, which seemed kinda weird to me as I can run games like Grand Theft Auto 5 without issue, although the decreased settings looked fine and it ran smoothly once it actually loaded. And the second issue, which is fairly minor, is that the hitboxes on some of the creatures were a little iffy. I spent a while literally inside an alien creature and I still couldn't connect with the melee weapon consistently. Luckily that alien wasn't hostile, so it was just more fiddly than anything, so not super game breaking. Now that that's over, let's talk about the setting. The basic setting of the game is covered in a wonderful opening scene. I could probably spend the rest of the video just talking about this scene, but I'll try to keep it brief. The opening scene starts with a shot of a planet, most likely Earth, from space. You can see the tiny mushroom clouds appearing in various places, and because we're so high up, that must mean that they're quite large. So just from that we can guess that nuclear war has broken out. We then see a spaceship flying away, and inside the ship is some sort of containment unit with a fetus inside, and a robot touching the glass with an almost parental concern. Following this is a shot of a red planet, the ship flying over the planet, and dropping what appears to be an escape pod, and inside that pod is the robot from earlier, or another unit of the same model. Some vanity shots of the planet, and then Outpost Zero title card. Now the beauty of this scene is that without a word of dialogue being uttered, we can see that humanity has destroyed the Earth with nuclear weaponry, leaving it uninhabitable for life, but someone had the foresight to send a ship loaded with human fetuses to start the next age of humanity somewhere else. And the robots indicate that they were unsure where they would be going, and as such, a human lifespan would be insufficient. This is further proven by the robot being dropped off and the ship continuing to fly onwards. Rather than betting it all on this one planet, they're hedging their bets, looking for options. Okay, that may not have been as brief as I promised, but I really love that scene. It also has some 80s style dark synth music, which I absolutely adore. And graphically, it's quite impressive with a lot of subtle references, especially the fetus looking straight out of 2001. Alright, back to the game now. So your robot is dropped off on this planet, and a friendly robot voice with a Scottish accent tells you your mission. It is your job to prepare the planet for human use. Totally nailed it from that opening scene. He also mentions that if your robot is destroyed, that's fine, because they'll just send another. Now once you've touched down on the planet, you receive a basic tutorial from the Scottbot. He teaches you how to equip items, harvest resources, and build basic components for your outpost. Simple enough. Most of your harvesting will be done by a little laser gun that you have a la No Man's Sky, which can be used as a low damage weapon, but it's much easier to connect than with the melee one. Once you know where to get your resources, you can build quite a lot on your outpost. There are some constraints though, namely power. If you don't have enough power to power everything in your outpost, then you need to start getting rid of things to replace them with new things. This shouldn't be an issue for too many players though, as the limit is high enough to build quite a nice sized base. Along with your regular outpost constructs, you can also create AI robots to assist you in harvesting, building, and defense. And as the game has both PvE and PvP options, playing on an online server means that other players from around the world can come in and wreck up your outpost, but on the flip side, you can attack theirs too. Single player can be a nice, relaxing exploration and building simulator, and multiplayer can result in some intense skirmishes, so both options can be worthwhile depending on what kind of game you're looking for. Overall, the game is still a little buggy and unpolished, which makes it hard to recommend right now, but the developers are active and release new patches frequently. Currently, for me, it's a 6 out of 10, but if you're at all interested in the game, it would be best to shoot over to the store page and see what the latest build is like, because there's a lot of potential in it, and hey, even if it's a bit buggy, at least it's a playable game, unlike some. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to leave a comment and swing by the Sanitarium Discord for gaming and music talk. Ciao for now!